Hey friends, welcome back to another video. I am gonna get straight into it because I have the house to myself for a few hours and I'm gonna maximize every second while we are alone together. So just to get straight to the point, I am wanting to kind of clean up the lighting situation in my plant room. If you guys have been here a while, you know that I am primarily using Barina T5s in my house. I do have some other lights, but Barinas are my go-to. They are my favorite. I wish they made pendant bulbs or pendant lights because then I would just be a complete Barina house. But if I can fit a Barina in, I will put it there. So my entire plant room is pretty much decked out in Barina T5s. This entire shelf I redid not too long ago with these bad boys. These are the 1 foot long T5s. I was going to add a second bar to the back of this because it's a little bit dark in the back, but I've been noticing that some of my anthurium have been bleaching under these lights, and I don't want to say that in a negative way. I'm actually happy to see some bleaching because I have read and heard about the Barinas, you know, being a gimmicky light or them not being strong enough. Someone's like, there's a reason why you don't see the T5s higher than 10 watts or 20 watts or whatever. But honestly, I feel like they have performed so well for me. They do exactly what I need. I can pretty much get my lights at a specific foot candle, just kind of stacking them together, and I'm happy with it, honestly. I have loved the performance of them for the last few years. I have tried a few different light brands and this by far is my favorite. So without further ado, today's video is sponsored by Barina, and I did not just say all that because they're sponsoring today's video. You guys know I am a Barina girly. I have been using Barinas way before they even knew I existed, but I continue to support them because I feel like they have worked with me when I was a much smaller creator. Anytime they have a new product, they always offer it. If I feel like I don't need it, they don't try and get me to push it onto you guys. It's kind of just like, that's great, let us know what else you might need. Like, you know, we're always here for you, and I really appreciate that kind of relationship. And so yeah, I want to just get more Barinas in the house, and Barina hath delivered. So I've got a bunch of their T5s in 1 feet and 1 foot, and 2 feet. 1 foot, 2 feet. They are in the yellow color. It's branded as yellow, but it's like a warm white. And I think they are perfection. They are the most perfect color temperature. I'm obsessed with them. If I could switch out all of the bulbs in my house with Barinas, I would. But alas, they do not make ceiling lights. But this shelf behind me is pretty much done. I want to focus on this shelf here. So this here is my project shelf. This is kind of what I've branded it, but it's kind of got like a mishmash of different Barina because I ran out of these black ones. So I still have some of my white T5s, but I think I only got 1 box of the 2 feet long, so this length here, but I want to get them across. I'm not quite sure yet. All I know is that I want to do away with the white ones because I'm doing all black for my lights, and I might want to do 2 lights because I don't know, I feel like a lot of my props are here, my seedlings, and I just feel like it could take a lot more light, and then if it's getting too much I can always turn one off, but I like the option of having the option. So I think what I'll first do is kind of just show you what it looks like now, and then I'm gonna get this gutted. So you can see that I've got the 1 foot bars going that way and then the 2 foot bars going across this way, but I would really like to just go across both ways not both ways. I'd like to go across 2 per shelf. Yeah, it's just looking crazier, and like this one's at an angle so that like all of them could get light. I just kind of tried to make do with what I had. This one is literally a white Barina painted black, so she's a hot mess. And then we've got another white one down here. So, and not only that, but all of the wires, like look at all of the wires back there. It's just too messy. I feel like I just need to start over, even though wiring is like my least favorite thing to do. But I just feel like I'm gonna feel so much better if it's all cleaned up and it makes more sense. I'm just not happy with it right now. On the top shelf, I actually have two of my Carla Bvep Forgetty Eye Carla seedlings. These ones were all of the bleached ones, and some of them are growing like new leaves under basically no light, and they're still like sort of bleached or like looking sickly. So I don't really know what's up with that. I mean, it would be kind of a bummer if these like end up all being just really not nice. Obviously, if they stay this color, they're just all gonna go in the bin because it ain't happening. Here I have some of my Brielle Crystal Blacks, which I've been holding on to just as kind of projects, or not projects, but just sort of observing how, observing how different one seed batch can be in terms of like the traits of each seedling. I'm gonna eventually sell off pretty much all of them. I think I only want to keep one from this batch. I'm just not sure which one yet. I'm kind of waiting to see what they look like. So honestly, this one can probably come off this shelf soon. I'm gonna have to utilize this shelf, the double shelf, for things like this, because once the leaves get bigger, they're not gonna be able to live in one bin. More Brielle Crystal Black. I think I have a total of like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 11 of them. Here's more Carla hybrid seedlings. These ones are, oh, you're over here. These ones are my holdbacks. I am gonna go in depth and kind of show you guys each one in a separate video. And these are more that kind of turned out looking a little bit sickly. So I'm really, really hoping that it just takes some time to get back to looking really dark. Oh, I want to wait to show this one. I think this one is going to be my golden goose of the entire seed batch. Yeah, this one is a freaking winner. Okay, so that's the second shelf. And then down here I have, by the way, I posted this video which shows my whole setup here. And I showed you guys how I made little Velcro tags for these bins. Go watch that video. It is a little hack that has really changed the game around here. So this is a bin of things I want to sell. My goal is to get all of my sale plants out of my freaking house, at least the big ones, get them out of my house by like September. And then I have my personal plant. I have 2 bins of personal plants here, just kind of trying to grow these out. I'm like, guys, I'm overrun with anthurium, and I'm just like, oh, this one looks dead. I'm honestly just a little bit burnt out on them. I don't even know what this is. Yeah, I'm like for real burnt out on anthurium, and I'm just not super excited about them right now. This is more stumps that need to be sold. Like these kinds of things, I'm like, please get them out of my house. My narrow pallies, these are my self seedlings. Look at how like big some of them are getting, and they're so narrow. Oh my gosh. Like look at this new leaf on that one. They're so freaking skinny. Obsessed. I hope that I can self this plant again soon. I wish I could take you back, but too tired. I've already filmed 2 videos today, so forgive me if I'm like lifeless. That's how I feel right now. You guys, I can't get over this. I've shown this in a different video. Like, I am just beyond stoked with this plant. Like I've said, how I love how clean the venation is. Like it has very little bleeding. It's just, it looks AI. It doesn't look real. It's just so like tidy and crisp and clean. And the new leaves, they're so pink and red. They're beautiful. I love this. So this is a Zara Michelle Brielle Red Crystal. This one is from Planty Love Co. This is probably my favorite one that I got from them. I have quite a few Brielle hybrids, but this one I think is my winner. I think if I got rid of the rest of my Brielle hybrids, I'd be okay, maybe with the exception of one other one that I got from Plant Babe. More personal plants. I'm gonna have to start moving stuff outside. Another reason why I wanna like get things set in here is because my parents are coming next week, and obviously they're gonna be staying in Archie's room, so he's gonna be moving into our room. Vince's office is in our room, so we have to move his office into here. It's just, yeah, this plant room is basically going to be non-operational for the next like 2.5 weeks. So I have to like get everything kind of set because I won't be able to do anything in here basically after this weekend. Props to sell. Somebody buy all my plants, please. Come over and take them all. Just give me money and take them all. Is that so much to ask? Okay, I've got this catchy here. I was gonna do like a full review on all of the different methods for fungus gnats, but it's kind of just stayed in my kind of a list of videos I will eventually do one day, but have never gotten to it. Okay, we are cleared. So how's your angle? How are you guys liking this view? That's the best I can do, okay? I'm not a professional. Let's do a full gut. I'm gonna unplug this so that I don't electrocute myself. Everything is wired to this one little power outlet here. These are my old these are my old shelves from my my Millsbow. Millsbow shelves are like such a great size to repurpose for other things. So yeah, I've kept quite a few of them because I used to have, did I have 2 of them at one point? I don't even remember. It's crazy like looking back at old photos of my space and just like kind of seeing how much has changed in terms of like even the lights that I used to use. Like I used to just use like the purple lights when I first kind of really started getting into aeroids, and I just thought it was like the coolest thing, and now I hate purple lights. I feel like I've just gone through so many phases in this hobby, and I kind of was thinking back about like how much money I've spent, how much time I've spent, how much energy and effort I've spent, and my husband too, buying cabinets, assembling them, moving them around, rigging them, you know, bringing home exos. Like it was so much work. It was so much work. Sometimes it was really, really difficult having to like go drive somewhere really far, like fit it in the car, get it home without breaking it. And then like none of those things are even in my house anymore. But I almost feel like you have to go through those phases to know where you want to sit long term. And honestly, I wouldn't take any of that time back because I feel like I got to experience aeroid growing in so many different environmental conditions, and I got to kind of see like what the difference is in terms of what is my actual skill level versus what is kind of out of my control. And it's just been like honestly pretty fascinating, and so I don't regret it. I just think it's wild to think about like how, maybe not how far I've come, but just how much things have changed up until this point. And honestly, I can see myself at some point not even having things like this wire shelf, you know what I mean? Like just being completely, not an ambient, but kind of like preparing myself if one day I don't have a plant room. Or why are you stuck? I think that I've pretty much done everything that I could do to make the plant care easiest for me. I've sacrificed a lot of plants that I wish I had because either it doesn't like work in ambient, or it just requires too much. Like the second it grows off a pole, it just reverts back in size. And it's sad to look back at pictures and like, you know that I don't have those plants anymore. But yeah, I'm liking not being so overwhelmed with plant care. I think at some point plants kind of dictated my week, or dictated a lot of my life. Yeah, at those times in my life it was okay because I didn't really have that much else going on besides plants and work, so it was okay. But now obviously my priorities have shifted, and I really like the fact that my life doesn't just revolve around plants anymore. It just feels really good. Not to say that like if yours does, that like it's, you know, that's bad, or I wouldn't want that. It's just with my specific circumstance, I feel like this is good for me. You guys have no idea how excited I am to finally be done with the white Barinas, because the mismatching, it's really affected me personally. Just kidding, obviously. What is the best way to go about this? My prized goose. We gotta name this one. Not like, you know what I mean, not like an official name, but a name for me. I want to show you. It is gutted. I am just wondering if I need to move this plug or if it's fine here. Okay, here's the tea. Kind of just wanna, hold on. So I have 3 boxes of the 1 foot Barina bars, and then I have 1 box of the 2 foot long, because I need these plants. I need these lights for different areas in my house. And so I just want to make sure that I'm using the right ones in the right locations. If it's been a while since you have purchased any Barinas, they're primarily the same, but I would say one of the biggest differences now is that they're magnetized, which is amazing. Like you saw that I just clipped these onto, they don't even need anything. But they also come with these, oh my gosh, my family group chat. They also come with these little magnets that you just stick onto them, and then you can adhere it to basically anything, and it just makes it really easy. The only issue is that with the design of this shelf specifically, where the magnet is, it like only one size magnetizes, because it's like right here. It's not like the entire bar. So, So I think I am still gonna have to use either Velcro strips or probably zip ties. I think zip ties might be the easiest. So I think I'm gonna do that first and then figure out the wiring. I'd like it if I didn't have so many plugs, because I had like 5 bars plugged in on this side, and I just want it to be a little bit more seamless this time. I think I have enough black, hopefully. So like I said, I want to do, oh, the Barinas actually come with zip ties. I forgot. So in here, yep, it comes with a whole bunch of zip ties, which is awesome. Okay, I want to do front and back because it would just make it a lot easier to evenly light my plants. I did it at an angle before because I didn't have enough lights, but now that I have enough lights, this makes more sense. Oh, something I forgot to do. A lot of people don't know this. Not that it makes a huge difference, but it's more of like a satisfaction thing. There is a film on the Barinas. Like I literally measured the foot candles with and without the film, it makes not even the slightest difference. Oh gosh. It's more so just, yeah, satisfying to remove the film, but ooh, I don't like the way it sounds. Oh my lord. So that is it for the 2-foot bars. Now moving on to the 1-foot bars. I have obviously the ones that I had before, and they come with these little connectors so that you can turn the 1-foot ones into 2-foot bars. And you just stick that little puppy in there and you just join them in marriage. Before I keep going and I forget, I'm gonna test them just to make sure each of them work before I finalize everything. I always wondered what these little Mickey Mouse guys were for, and it's for the ends that are like open. So if it's not connected to anything, you stick this on here to prevent dust from getting in. Yeah, I need to be safer with my lights for sure. I kind of just like do whatever. I kind of want to move this down. Like, I don't like that it's so high up, because I'm gonna try and only have one cord, so I might not even need this bar. I don't want to, I'm always so lazy with my wiring, like I just want to get it done as fast as possible, but I want to do this one right. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Whoa, ah! So I strung it through there, and then I kind of did like a twirl because the cord is pretty long, and then snaked it through here so that I don't need to do any like zip ties or whatever, no Velcro. I just want it to be more minimal this time around. So now I need to connect this down here, do the same thing, twirly, 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 you get it. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, that I'm fully powered and it looks so good. Oh my gosh, it looks incredible. Okay, where did I put that little Mickey Mouse ear? I have one open end at the top, so I'm just gonna stick this dust cover on there, because another thing that I would like to do is make sure that all of my lights are following the safety recommendations. I know that my lights on my double shelves are not up to safety standards for sure. Like, that is a absolute fire hazard, and I need to get that cleaned up ASAP. Okay, now to get everything back together. Oh my gosh, my plant room is a mess. I need to clean these shelves, they're so dirty. Brina recommends you don't connect more than 16 of them together, and I have connected exactly 16. Let's do my Brielle red crystals. I'm gonna have to monitor to make sure that things aren't getting bleached, because these are 20 watts. Actually, it should be the same because I've had them. No, it's not the same. I've doubled the light now that's on here technically, because before I was doing them across and I could only fit like one bar, basically 2 1-foot bars, but now I have 4. So, okay, anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna have to monitor to make sure that the light isn't too strong. If it is, instead of turning a light off, I might actually just do the parchment paper method where you put parchment paper under it to kind of diffuse it a little bit, and it just makes it not so harsh. Maybe these up here. I want to keep an eye on these ones. These are the ones that I'm eventually going to have to move to this shelf. So things are going to have to shift up, meaning I have to get rid of at least like 20 anthurium, I think. Everything is all right. This needs to be watered very badly. Personal. I want all of my personal plants on one shelf. So it's this guy here. And then I have the cell down here. I want these gone so bad. I don't think I'm conveying the desperation that I feel to offload plants. I'm finding it hard to find the time to do the repots that I need to do to get rid of them, because again, very little soundproofing. Repotting is super loud, and so even if I have so much time at night. Archie goes to sleep at like 7, 8 o'clock, and I don't usually sleep till like midnight or sometimes a little earlier. So I have like several hours to just do whatever, but it's not like I can just be super loud in here because it'll wake up Archie. And I always get comments that's like, oh, my kid slept through whatever, and you have to get them. Guys, I've tried it. I don't need the lecture. I don't need the spiel. I have tried it, trust me. I knew that when we had a baby, and just knowing our situation with the no insulation, no soundproofing between rooms, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna train him to be able to sleep through all the ruckus, and it didn't work. Okay, I do have one bin that I need to save space for down here, and then that bin. Okay, I think we're good. Some of these are way too light. They need to be watered. She is looking sexy. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better than before with all the wires everywhere. Now you cannot see anything. It just looks so much cleaner. These kinds of things make me so happy. Seriously, these are the things that get me nice and comfy at night, and I'm just kicking my feet. I think about it and I'm like, oh yeah, it was a great day. So now that that's done, I do want to kind of address this little area. So this is my little workspace. I want to bring in some of my weirdo plants. I have plants that I want to bring into the plant room, basically, that are not aeroids. And so I need more light. I'm gonna put these back under here. Ah! Ew. I need to switch these out. They're so dirty. Basically right now, I just have my little ginger spiral, which I really, really like. I think I'm gonna chop it soon for a friend. I just wanted to make sure that it was pest-free, because I did get it from my mom and she has thrips. So now that I know that it's in the clear, we're all good. Okay, I wanna add some lights back here. I really wanted to save some of these lights for my bedroom because I do have a whole cabinet in there with painted lights, but I'm just gonna do one room at a time. I feel like I get so over my head, not being I just keep looking at the big picture and not sort of dialing in one task at a time. So I think 2 bars should be enough. I think the plants that I have that need a home do need a little bit more light, but this should be enough, I hope. Be nice if I didn't have to zip tie anything. Oh, I think I'm gonna, I think that might work. And that, just have to connect them. this one's gonna need its own plug then, because I cannot connect it to this guy. I need to find a way to, can you even see? I need to find a way to clean this cord up. I think I could just zip tie it to the top. Okay. All right, let's see what this puppy looks like. Okay. There we go. Let's do some foot candle readings. I love doing this. It's so nerdy and fun. So I have my handy dandy light meter. One of the best things I've ever purchased. So it just tells you exactly what the foot candle reading is. And it's looking like, let me just take my phone. So this is what this plant is seeing, 441. That's actually really good because I try and stay in the like 200s if I can. So this is like double and triple what my goal typically is. It's stronger right here where these overlap the bars. Like you can see right here, it's like 1200 and then it drops down. Okay, I'm happy with it. Going over here, these are really good numbers. So before with the 1 bar, I was getting about like 350 to 400 foot candles, and now it's definitely stronger now. Like double what it was before. That's good. I feel like that's not gonna bleach my anthurium. Happy with it. All right, let me go grab the plants that I'm gonna put over here. I don't actually know what this is, but I got it, oh, you can't even really see it. I got it at this show that we had here recently. Look at how cute it is. It's like the tiniest little flowers. I'm obsessed with it. So that's gonna go here. I'm gonna wipe this down. The next plant I'm gonna be doing is this Zebrina Haworthia. I don't know, I made that up. I have no idea what this is. I did at one point and I don't remember now. That's gonna go up there with this guy. I'm gonna put my little peyote, which has not done anything except look extremely silly for the last 3 years. I don't know how long I've had this thing. And then I need one more here. Okay, give me 1 second, chick bug. This is not ideal, but my child is home now. He's about to take a nap, so I really have to wrap this up. I'm gonna have to restyle this off camera. I am done and I'm so happy with how it turned out. Honestly, this has been weighing on me way more than it should, but just the cords and the wires, and I am just so happy it's done. Thank you so much, Brina, for bringing yet another project to life. I do have a few more that I need to get installed around the house. I'm not sure if I'm going to take you along with me, but I will definitely show you once they are installed. And this bad boy is next. Oh my gosh, I'm so shiny. I'm so shiny and hot and sweaty. I will show you the disaster that is the wiring of this shelf, and it's not pretty. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you the motivation that you needed to get a project done that maybe you have not been wanting to do. Don't forget to follow Barina. This is their website here, and I do think I might have a discount code for you, and if I don't, I'm sorry that I just lied, but I will link everything in the description. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.